So the second question of the week was, can massive protests be considered an organization? And the person said, consider massive protests as the revolts in Egypt and the like. Are they momentary organizations? They have a goal, participants working on a goal, they accomplish tasks, and eventually have social structures like someone speaking to the whole group, etc. I love examples like this. They help us see organizing processes as emergent, not just as ones that are prescribed. And there's a nice line of literature that's emerging right now in organizations research by Richard Scott and Doug McAdam here at Stanford, where they try to relate the literature on social movements to organizations research. And in many regards, you can think of new social movements as proto-organizations. They're trying to find a coordinated structure that works and kind of establishes a lot of these goals. So, for example, Occupy Wall Street is a new social movement, but it's not quite an organization. It's not clear what the goals are. It's not clear what the structure of coordination is around and the like. But other social movements are more established, and they involve social movement organizations. So, for example, the environmental movement is a long-standing movement within the United States, and we have various organizations within this movement, like the Sierra Club, and they're established organizations that are part of that larger social movement. So new and emerging social movements lack as much of an institutional apparatus, I think, and a level of coordination. More established social movements are temporary, kind of, like you said, temporary forms of organization. And they're more about a societal level kind of shift as opposed to within a particular field or industry or even within an organization itself. A lot of organizational reforms and reforms that occur within fields like health policy involve established organizations, whereas social movements often tend to work outside of them. So that's my sense of mass protests versus organizations. And also there's a lot of nuances within social movement research itself that distinguish the difference between a crowd and a public, between a riot and a social movement. And so they have their own literature and their own concerns about organization and kind of crowd behavior that's also distinctive, but also well worth studying and concerns kind of organizing processes. So.